Mrs. Olive here. Today I want to show you how you can pair your Sphero robot with your iPad and aim it and explain your first activity. So right here I have two robots. This one right here is a bolt. You can tell because it says SB on it. And this one is a Spark Plus. You can tell because it has SK on it. And you are going to need to look at that to decide which robot to do. So on your iPad, if you scroll all the way to the right, there is a folder that says robotics, and go in there. And then go to the Sphero EDU app. Okay. And when you get in, there is a little tiny icon over here that has a Sphero with a little phone tablet type icon. Tap on that. And it's going to give you this giant list of all the different kinds of Sphero robots, and you need to find the one that matches the kind of robot you have. So it's either going to be a Bolt or a Spark Plus. Okay, so I'm going to do the Bolt. When you do this, it's going to show you all of the robots in the whole entire library. So you have to look at your robot and the little label that's on it and find the numbers and letters that match this. Okay, so that's this one for me. Okay, now I'm paired. I am going to aim it. Wait, first I have to go to programs right here. I'm going to go down to programs, and then I am going to tap this plus button right down here and create a program, and put your name and your partner's name on it. I'm just going to put Mrs. S really quick, and then tap done. Make sure that you have blocks and Sphero bolt selected, and then create your program. It will open up. This is your workspace. These are your blocks down here. This is your start program. You need to hook up your blocks to the start program to make it work. We are going to drag out the roll blank degrees at blank speed for blank seconds. Okay, drag one out, connect it. I'm going to zoom in on this so that you can really see it. So this right here is the direction. So when you tap on it, it looks like this. And from where you're sitting, if you want the robot to go straight, you're going to leave it like this. But if you want your robot to turn and go a different direction, you're going to change this. So you just drag your finger around to change that arrow. Okay, so then this middle one is the speed. You want it to go forward. You can drag this right here, or you can tap on the number and then change the speed that way. Okay, so I'm going to type in 50, tap off of that, and then go to the 0S, that stands for seconds. Please do not put in a ridiculous number of seconds. If your robot goes all the way across the library, I will know that means you did not read the directions properly, you did not listen to my video, and I will just take your robot. So if your robot is going so far because you give yourself a ridiculous high speed or too much in your distance, 50 should be plenty of time. And then for your speed, let's just try 5 this first time just to try it, okay? Before you run your program with this start button, you have to come up here and aim it. So you have to do this basically every time you pick up your robot and set it down, you should aim it. So when you tap that, it opens this up, and you're supposed to place the Sphero bolt on the ground, drag the aim ring until Sphero bolt's blue tail light faces you. It explains what to do right here. So you are just going to drag this around. And I'm going to actually show you that again. So on my robot, you can see the blue tail light. When you spin that around, this needs to be facing you because it's the tail light. Okay, you want the tail light to be facing away from you. Okay, If you want right now, you can pause this video and go ahead and make your square. Your first task is to make your Sphero robot draw a square. All right, so I'm going to tap off of this and I'm going to add my other blocks. If you would like to continue watching this video, I will show you what to put in for your blocks. So I'm going to drag out another one and another one and another one because squares have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is going to go 0 degrees. This is my second one. It depends on which way I want my robot to go. If I'm going to go left or if I'm going to go right after I go forward. Okay. Depending on which way I go, I'm probably going to go down for my next block. So that means the robot would be coming back towards me. That's this 180 degrees would be down. And then this is where it gets tricky. You have to think about which way did I have it go first so that it will go back to the starting point the next time, okay? So if I had it go 90 degrees, so it would go up 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and then I would need it to go back to 270 degrees. So you can just think of it as right and left and up and down as well, okay? You need to put numbers here or your robot won't do anything, and it's supposed to be a square. So if you don't put the same numbers in here, it won't be a square, okay? So raise your hand after you have tested your code. If it really does make a square, I will give you directions for what you can do next, okay? So you're gonna need 4 blocks because it's a square with 4 sides. Put in your directions, put in your speed and your seconds, then run your program, okay? Make sure you aim it before you run it so your robot doesn't go in a weird place. And definitely make sure you don't make your robot go too fast or for too many seconds so that it doesn't go really far away from you. I would recommend speed of 50 for 5 seconds for this first one, just so you can get an idea about how far your robot will go, okay? So go ahead and put in your program. Go ahead and run it. If it does make a square, raise your hand for me to check it, and I will come over and watch it, and then I'll tell you what you can do next. Okay, and if you're watching this and going, what do I do first? Please go ahead and rewind this video and watch it again if you need to know what to do for this first activity. Okay, so that's it. Good luck.